What's up everyone, my name is Mike and welcome back to my channel, and we got the Thor collectible dropping very shortly here. I'm going to talk about it, my price prediction, my game plan for this drop. Let's get into this. So I thought actually we would get a Doctor Strange collectible before we got a Thor collectible, but nonetheless we've got a Thor collectible and I am excited about this one. We finally have that return of the Marvel character 5 rarity collectible here. We've got the common, uncommon, rare, secret, ultra rare, secret rare in this, and we have to go back all the way to February 23rd when we last got this with the Black Panther drop. Now we have had the Elektra drop, but that didn't have the ultra rare, I believe, and then we did get the Moon Knight drop, which had the Moon Knight and Mr. Knight, but only 2 of each of those in that. Now Black Panther was a very anticipated drop. It looks beautiful, and there are many more editions actually of it than this Thor that we are going to get here, so it's a little bit difficult to compare these two, but I am going to choose the Black Panther to set my price prediction. Now the Black Panther did drop during this downward trend of the market, but yet we've still seen a very significant downward trend since then in the VEVE market, and we've seen collectibles that have dropped during this time period drop well below at least my price prediction, so it gets more and more difficult to set a price prediction for these. And even though I'm going to compare it to the Black Panther, I still think, even if you think Thor is equal in popularity to Black Panther, that Thor would list well below what Black Panther currently is sitting at in the market. That just is because as they have been on the market longer, it finds themselves in hands of collectors that are more willing to hold, not list on the market, and that lack of supply rather in the market causes prices to stabilize and maybe find themselves trending slightly upwards, even though the market may be trending downwards. So with this, we've got the common Thor, God of Thunder. All of these are list price of 50 gems, and this is going to be a blind box format, and we've got 14,600 editions of the common, and I think that one is actually going to sell for higher than the uncommon here, kind of like what we see with the Black Panther. And this one, uncommon, has 10,400 editions. Of course, these are all first appearances. And then we've got the rare 50 gems, 7,200 editions. And then we've got our return of animated ultra rares, 4,400 editions, and then the animated secret rares of 2,200 editions. Now, when I set price predictions, I set them so that it allows for the market to settle after a little bit. This could be hours, days, if not a week after the drop. Once there is less demand for these in the market and things start to stabilize in terms of these prices in the market, typically at first deliveries take a little while, so the actual selling price of these is really high compared to where it will settle eventually in the market. And this is why my price predictions really help me to set a price that I think it's going to be at in, say, a week's time. And if I can pick one up lower than that, then that might be a good pickup. It takes the emotion out of it, but you should set your own price predictions. These are my price predictions. This is not financial advice. But looking at Black Panther, we've got the common sitting around 45 gems. I think the Thor is going to sit somewhere around 25 to 30 gems in the aftermarket, and then the uncommon Black Panther is at 30 gems, and I think this one will be very similar to that, somewhere around 20 to 25 gems. So the common and uncommon, I think, will be fairly similar in that 20 to 30 gems range in the aftermarket. And this is where you have to think to yourself, is it worth going for this blind box drop of 50 gems or not? And this is totally up to you, but if these two, which is the majority of the editions, are going to go below box price, then you need to think of whether or not you want to risk those 50 gems in order to go for the blind box. I am going to go for the blind box. I have been excited for this one. I'm going to risk it and go for the ultra rare, secret rare, hopefully on the blind box. But continuing with this, we've got the rare Black Panther at 60 gems, so that's just above blind box pricings. I think the rare Thor will sit around 45, maybe 50 gems, maybe even as low as 40 gems. So that 40 to 50 gem range, I think in the aftermarket, though it is a great pose for that. And then we've got the animated ultra rare. And for the animated ultra rare of the Black Panther, that's sitting at 175 gems. I think this Thor will sit somewhere around 100 gems in the aftermarket. And then we've got this secret rare Black Panther at 650 gems, and this secret rare Thor has less editions, much like all of these other editions. And I think it's going to be somewhere around maybe 350 gems for this secret rare Thor in the aftermarket once the dust settles, as I've said. And I am really excited for this sword drop. I think it looks really great. The animations are awesome. I really love the way that they look. And you know what? After that Elektra drop, with how Elektra looked, I think they really stepped their game up in terms of what this Thor looks. The mouth is a little bit strange when you can see his teeth, but for the most part, I think that this drop really looks amazing, and I've been excited to see Thor on the VEVE platform for quite some time now, and I'm just excited to have more Marvel characters coming into the app. I would like to see Doctor Strange. I would really like to see Doctor Strange, but for 50 gems, I see this as a worthwhile risk to go for the ultra rare or secret rare, and if not, I would settle for a rare and be happy with it for sure. Common and uncommon, sure, I would probably buy them off the aftermarket when they come available well below box pricings, but this is where you need to set your price predictions, decide whether or not it's worth it for you to go for the drop, risk those gems in going for something that may fall below box pricings. And just like we saw with that battle statue with Superman and the Flash, it is below that box price of 120 gems. Now it's sitting around in the 90s. So definitely there are risks to going for these, especially in the market right now. But with that Superman and Flash, they did list above list pricing in the aftermarket immediately after, and for about a little bit less than a week there. So you had a little bit of time to make your money back. I don't think you'll have that opportunity with commons, uncommons, maybe even rares in this Thor drop. So decide for yourself whether or not it's for you to go for and make a game plan from there. You've heard my game plan, you've heard my thoughts, my price predictions for this Thor. Leave yours in the comment section below. What do you think about my price predictions? What do you think about my thoughts on this drop? What do you think of the look of Thor in this drop? Leave it all in the comment section below. Like this video if you found it helpful for whatever reason, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching.